Hey guys, it's Jess. I am here today with my March wrap-up and my April TBR. So to start off March, I finished Blythewood by Carol Goodman. This is a story I feel very reminiscent of the Harry Potter-esque world. It is about a girl, Ava, who has discovered that she has these crazy powers, and she ends up at this school where she learns how to use them. It's a boarding school called Blythewood, and it's all about bell magic and shadow magic and darklings and the fairy world. It's pretty cool. I really liked it, and I highly suggest it to anyone who loves that kind of current world mixed with magic into this awesome story, because that's exactly what this is. Then I read Mao's Last Dancer by Lee Sun-jin. This was recommended to me by a friend of mine. It is so good. It is about Lee Sun-jin and his story, how he grew up in communist China and how he started dancing and how he found America after that. Just his story of struggle and perseverance. And it is amazing. If you love nonfiction and you like biographies, this is a great choice. I highly recommend it. Then I finished one of my favorite series to date. Well, not finished the series. I finished the book that's up. The Mime Order by Samantha Shannon. I love this series. If you have not read it, you need to read it because it is so good. It is amazing. I love it. It's awesome. It's wonderful. I highly suggest it. It is so good. You have to pick it up if you haven't read The Bone Season in the Mime Order. Then I read Cress by Marissa Meyer, the third in the Lunar Chronicle series. This saved the series for me. I was not impressed with the series at all until Cress, and everyone said, hold out until Cress, hold out, and I'm so happy I did because it was so good. The way the story came together, all the characters combined, it was just really good. I'm really excited to see what winter brings. I'd like to see a little more character development. If you're in the middle of the Lunar Chronicles and you're not sure how you're feeling about it, continue. The continuance is so worth it when you get to Cress. Notes from the Internet: Apocalypse by Wayne Gladstone. I really disliked this book. I thought it wasn't that great. It was meh. It was really confusing. The characters weren't well developed. The story plot and the arc of the story just wasn't there. It was a subpar book for sure. So I would skip it unless, you feel like getting your own opinion. Then be my guest. Then I read The Evolution of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodgkin. This is the second in the Mara Dyer trilogy. It wasn't as good as the first one. I will keep reading, definitely, but I was not really thrilled with the events in the book or really what was going on. It was 500 and some pages, and it definitely could have been 2, but, we all have complaints. I think it was okay for what it was, but it definitely wasn't a 5-star. And then currently, what I am reading is Ravencliff by Carol Goodman. This is the second in the Blythewood series. I am about halfway through it. I like it so far. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to read more. The characters and what's going on is really great, but I'm going to end up finishing this in April for sure, because as much of a trooper as I am not going to stay up till 2 in the morning to read when I have to be to work at 6:30. Ravencliff, that is the end of my wrap-up, the beginning of my TBR. And then I am moving in April. Woo! Oh, I forgot a book. I also read the second in the Harry Potter, The Chamber of Secrets. Unfortunately, it is packed up in a box because I'm moving, which is a great segue into my TBR. My TBR is a little shorter, and I do not anticipate finishing it all because I'm moving, and I've got stuff to do, like packing boxes and putting things back up after I move. But I'm still going to shoot for the stars here and do as much as I can. The first book, obviously, I'm going to finish Ravencliff. And then I'm going to read Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Sainz. Can't say that name. This book, really what drew me to this book is it's set in El Paso, Texas, and I used to live in El Paso, Texas, and I am not a fan of El Paso, Texas, but still, there's something in it that makes me feel the feels, because that's where I used to live. So I'm excited to read it mostly for that reason, but also because people have said it's really good. Look at all those awards. How can it not be good? Then I am going to read Ferris by Marissa Meyer. This is the short novella that Marissa Meyer did about Lavanya. I can't stand Lavanya, but I'm really into the idea of getting into the bad guy's head, and that is what I think this book does. And also, can we just take a second to admire that end page? Because gorgeous, oh my gosh. It's just so pretty. If you haven't read the Lunar Chronicles, I highly suggest it. The first two weren't my favorite, but Cress really I loved, and I'm hoping to really enjoy this one. And then the third book I'm going to read is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling. The third in the Harry Potter series. Haven't ever read it. Super excited to learn more about their third year and what happens. And the books are getting bigger, which really excites me because I think you could really learn more about the characters and their development. And then I will be finishing the Mara Dyer series with The Retribution of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodgkin. Like I said, wasn't a huge fan of the second one. I have high hopes for the third one. I'd like to see the story come to a close and really find out what the heck is wrong with this girl. So, I'm excited to read this. I have I Told Lies by Michelle Zink. This comes out on the 15th of April. I am reading this for review, so I will definitely put it out at the latest by the 15th to tell you what I thought, because it seems really cool. It's about a girl who's been adopted into a family of thieves and kind of dealing with that situation and hopefully growing from it, because why else would we read? And then I'm going to finish this month off with a book I am super excited about. Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. This book is about the apocalypse, but it is also about a traveling theater troupe in the apocalypse. And I had said when I hauled this book that I was part of a traveling theater troupe, and it is the truth. We went to different Renaissance fairs around the nation, more centralized in Colorado, and did the story of Robin Hood and Little John. So I just think this is a super awesome idea. A traveling theater troupe in the face of the apocalypse. What? Awesome idea. I'm a big fan, and I cannot wait to read this. It seems really cool. And that is what I have today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have read or are going to read any of these books, let me know down below, and I will find you on Goodreads, and then we can talk about how awesome or how not awesome they are as we're reading. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!